Hello, friends, and welcome back to our traveling studio in the beautiful Dominican Republic. Today, I would like to offer you a low flow practice. Low flow, that means that we're going to be having pretty much no standing postures in this practice. So, it is ideal for a lazy afternoon or a mellow Sunday or an evening practice to help you harmonize energies in your body, to relax your body. We will also be working on functional strength of your core muscles, your abdomen and your back, and lengthening the hip area muscles. So it is ideal for any tension, for any discomfort or pain you may have in your back or in your hips. We'll start sitting down on our knees. Place your palms facing down on your thighs and close your eyes for just a couple of moments. Imagine your spine being this beautiful, tall and straight line connecting the earth under you and the sky above you. Keep your chest open, shoulders relaxed away from your ears. And draw your attention to the flow of your breath. Feeling the air entering your body through your nose, descending down, and feel the belly expanding like a balloon. And as you start exhaling, feel the belly collapsing into your lower back and the air leaving your body out through your nostrils. Notice the nature, the pace of your breathing. And with the next inhalation, extend your arms up toward the sky. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen your spine. Keep breathing. Keep observing the breath. Maybe gently look up at your hands. And as you start exhaling, plant your right hand by your right thigh. Bend your top elbow and gently bend to the right. So keep your top arm relaxed. Maybe you look at your elbow. Maybe you look down at your hand. Or maybe you combine, switching between the two, bringing some movement into your neck. With the next inhale, extend that arm so you're reaching with your left hand towards the upper right corner, lengthening the left side of your body. On the inhale, return to center. Exhale, switch left hand down. Right elbow bends. You bend into the left gently. Once again, gaze at the elbow or down at your hand at the floor. Or you switch between the elbow and the bottom hand. Notice how this side feels versus the first side. And on the next inhalation, extend the hand, extend the arm towards the upper left corner, lengthening the right side of your body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring your hands down. Swing your legs to the right, so you're sort of sitting on the foot of your left leg. Make sure your knees are pointing forward. And then twist to the left, putting your hands on the outside of your left thigh. Bring your chest facing to the left, head facing to the left, gentle twist. Keep your spine long. Couple of breaths here. On the next inhale, return to center and switch legs. So swing your feet to the left. You're now sitting on your right foot. Knees pointing forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Your chest, your face are facing to the right. Your hands are on the outside of your right thigh. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and settle into this pose. Maybe notice how it feels to be on this side versus your first side. And observe your breath once again, breathing into this gentle twist. First twist in this practice. Next inhale, return to your center. Connect your big toes, open knees wide, sit on your heels. Walk your hands out, away from you, out, lengthening your spine, and then surrender your chest, your head down into the wide-legged child's pose. With each inhalation, feel the back of your ribs expanding, stretching those muscles that keep them together. And with each exhalation, feel your chest surrendering further down toward the floor. Keep bringing your awareness back to the flow of your breath, learning to observe the nature, the texture, the pace of your breathing. Gently rise and come to all four into the tabletop position. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, your fingers are spread and hands are flat on the floor. Your knees are about hip distance and right under your knees. Toes are untucked. You're looking at the floor, tailbone is slightly tucked. With the next inhale, lower belly down, open heart forward, cow. Exhale, start rounding through the middle back and look at your belly button, cat. Inhale, belly down, chest forward, cow. Exhale, round through the middle back, look at your belly into the kitty cat. Inhale, lower belly, move with your breath. Exhale, round. Inhale, lower belly down, open your heart, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, round through the middle back, look at your belly. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more cow, open your heart forward, lower belly down. One more exhale into the cat, round your back, look at your belly button. Next inhale, return to tabletop to your center. And then extend your right leg right from your hip socket. Flex your foot, make that leg active. Bring your leg to a parallel position to the ground and extend your left arm forward. Bird dog, you're looking at the floor. Keep your lower belly engaged. No strain in the lower back. Right leg is active. Extending your hand forward and foot to the back. Now gently plant the hand and then shift your right heel, the floating heel, to the right. Stay here for a few moments. Keep the lower belly engaged, shoulders active. Press the heel away to the right and return to center. Other side. Left leg extended from your hip socket, foot flexed, leg is parallel to the floor. Extend your right arm in front of you. Spread your fingers, trying to reach with your right fingers forward and with your left heel to the back. Lower belly is active. Shoulder blades are pressing into your back. No strain in the lower back. No dumping into your shoulders. Plant your right hand and shift your left heel to the left. Your toes are still pointing down. Keep pushing your heel away. Couple of more breaths. Gently bring the leg back behind you and plant it. Press into your hands. Start lifting your knees, your hips high, pushing your upper body to the back, straight arms, flat hands on the ground, shoulder blades pressing into your spine. Downward facing dog, our first dog. So maybe let's walk the dog for a few moments to bring some movement into the hips and knees and ankles. Bending one knee at a time, lifting one heel at a time. Flat hands on the ground. Remember to push into your hands. Remember to press the shoulders away from your ears. Remember to lift your tailbone high into the sky. Lengthen in your back. Lift both heels and start lowering your knees to the ground, returning to your tabletop. Verify your tabletop and step forward with your right foot right by your right hand, and maybe shift your left knee more to the back. Low lunge, square your hips, make sure your top knee, your front knee is right above your ankle. Press your fingertips into the floor and open your heart forward. Shoulders away from your ears. Square your hips. Next inhale, rise, bring your shoulders right above your hips and bring your arms upward toward the sky. Shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Make your hips heavy. Square them forward. Press the right hip down. Breathe into the hip flexor on your left leg. Next inhale, open heart extension. Keep pressing your hips down, making them heavy. Lengthen in your spine. The back of your neck is long. There's no strain. Shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to table. If needed, readjust your table if it shifted. And let's balance. Left foot forward, right by your left hand. Maybe your right knee shifts more to the back. Verify your front ankle, and then press your fingertips into the floor, opening your heart forward, shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen the spine, make hips square. On the next inhale, bring your arms up, shoulders right above your hips, shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Sinking into your hips, pressing into the left hip if it has a tendency to rise. With the next inhale, extension, open your heart toward the sky. Lengthen in your spine. Back of the neck is long. Your face is looking up. Exhale, blend hands and step back into table. Readjust your table. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Flat hands on the floor. With the next inhale, turn to the right, extend your right arm up. And as you exhale, thread the needle, lowering your right shoulder, your right temple to the floor, maybe extending your left arm over your head. Check if your hips shifted, and if they did, place them back right above your knees. Check if your feet shifted, and if they did, make them hip distance once again. Breathe into that twist. Maybe you walk your top hand, your left hand, more to the back behind, open in the armpit. Couple of more breaths. Surrender. Plant your left hand, gently unwind, return to your table, realign it, and let's switch. On the inhale, twist to the left, extend your left arm up, and as you exhale, start threading the needle, so you place your left hand between your right arm and your right thigh, lowering your left shoulder, your left cheek to the floor, and maybe extending your right arm overhead. Once again, check your hips, make sure they're still above your knees. Check your feet, make sure they're still hip distance. Breathe into the twist on this side, compared to the twist on the first side. And maybe you walk your top hand, your right hand away toward the back, behind your head, to open the armpit. Place the right hand on the floor, gently unwind, close your knees, sit on your heels, and surrender in child's pose, traditional child's pose, so knees are together. You can keep your arms forward, extended forward, or you can extend them alongside your shins, whatever feels more natural. And surrender into this very comforting, very secure pose. Relaxing your chest onto your thighs, relaxing your hips onto your heels. Couple of more breaths. Gently return to table and then swing your legs in front of you, extending your right leg, foot flexed, and then bending your left knee and placing it over, crossing it over. So your knees are sort of stacked upon each other. Once again, extended leg, your right leg, foot is flexed. Left knee is bent and placed over the right. Spine is long, just settling into the pose for a couple of moments. Your left foot is on the outer edge. On the inhale, extend your spine. As you start exhaling, start extending, folding over your folded leg, your bent leg, your left leg. Make sure you're looking forward before you dive down. So extend as far out, as far forward as you can before you surrender. Once you surrender, with each exhalation, strive to surrender even more. Relaxing your upper body over your legs. Maybe you flip your palms up as if to manifest the surrender. If it feels good, relax your head and neck down. Breathe. Once again, return to the observation of the flow, of the texture, of the nature, of the pace of your breathing. If something disrupts your breathing, if something makes it shallow, if something stops the inhalation, just notice what it is. Next, inhale, back to center. Then place your left foot right by your inside of your right knee. Twist to the left, placing your left hand behind you and maybe wrapping your right arm around the left knee. Strive to keep your spine long, no rounding in the lower back, shoulders level as much as you can. And make sure as you twist, your hips don't shift. So that means your left hip didn't shift to the back. Make sure they're still in line. Gently unwind, straighten both legs, and then bend the right knee this time. Cross over your leg, over the left leg, and stack your knees. So we're doing the same thing on the other side. You can see now my right foot is on its edge by my left thigh. So lengthen your spine. Let's start with just aligning our upper body. Long spine, long back of the neck. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start folding over your left leg, walking your hands as far out as you can, looking in front of you before you find your limit, and surrender down. Once again, I invite you to flip your palms up. If it feels good, surrender your head and neck down and return to the observation of your breath. How is the pace? Is it even? Is your inhale as long as your exhale? How is the texture? Is it smooth? Or is there any interruption, any disruption on the flow, on the path of your breath? Pay attention to those factors, noticing if it's a physical sensation or an emotion or a thought that causes this disruption. Couple of more breaths in this pose. Gently rise. Uncross your legs. Place your right foot on the inside, by the inside of your left knee. Flex the left foot. Twist to the right, placing your right hand behind you. Spine is long. Wrapping your left arm around your top knee, your right knee. Twisting to the right. Maybe you're looking over your back shoulder, your right shoulder. Maybe you look straight in front of you, whatever feels nicer, more pleasant in your neck. Strive to keep shoulders level and strive to keep your hips in line with each other. Couple of more breaths and gently unwind. Lay down on your back. Knees are bent, feet planted. Just settle in and draw your knees towards the chest. Maybe rock to side, relaxing your pelvic area, sacrum, and massaging the muscles that support your back. Then plant your feet. Extend your right leg down, foot flexed. Your left knee is still bent. And lift your right foot, maybe like 15 or 20 degrees off the floor, just barely, just maybe 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters. It's about 10, 12 inches off the ground. Keep the lower belly engaged. Make sure there's no strain in your lower back. And if your belly starts bulging out like a balloon, press it down. Press it into your lower back. Keep contracting the belly muscles, the abdominal muscles. Keep the leg active, foot flexed. And on the next inhale, lift it another 15 to 20 degrees. So you should be about 30 to 45 degrees off the floor right now. Keep that foot floating. Keep that leg engaged. Lower belly is active, pressing, not bulging, pressing into your lower back. On the next exhale, lower the foot back down to 15-20 degrees off the floor, just barely hovering over. Keep the lower belly engaged. Couple of more breaths. And gently with control, lower that foot down. Plant your right foot, and this time extend your left leg, foot flexed. Doing the same. Inhale, lift the left foot off the floor, 15-20 degrees off the ground, barely hovering. Engage your lower belly, pressing into the lower back, into your lumbar spine. Keep that leg active, foot flexed. Noticing what shifts, if anything. Noticing how it feels on this side versus your first side, your right side. Next inhale, lift your foot another 15 to 20 degrees higher. So you should be at 30 to 45 degrees off the floor right now. Keep the lower belly active, pressing it down, contracting it into your lower back. Foot flexed, left leg is active. Breathe. And on the next exhale, lower 15 to 20 degrees back toward the floor. Hover here for a few breaths. Keep the lower belly active. We're almost done with this posture. Stay in it, observe it, embrace it, and start lowering your foot with control all the way down. Plant your feet. Now place your right ankle over your left knee and thread the needle. So place your right arm between both inner thighs and interlace your fingers either behind your left thigh, left hip, or grabbing the left shin. Make sure your shoulders are on the floor, head and neck are relaxed. And start pulling your either left thigh or left shin toward your chest. Opening the right knee to the right. So this is a supine or reclined pigeon. It's more relaxing on your back, on your lower back namely. And we're working on the outer rotation and flexion of your right hip. Keep pulling that thigh or the shin of the left leg toward your chest. Keep pressing shoulders into the ground so your shoulders are relaxed. Your neck is long, head is heavy. Gently release, planting your right foot. And then switch. So left ankle over the right knee. Find your position for your hands here. So left arm between your thighs. Interlace fingers either behind your thigh or on your right shin. Plant your shoulders and start pulling the right leg toward the right knee toward your chest. Once again, shoulders on the floor, that's critical. And strive to keep your tailbone also grounded. Now we're working on opening the left thigh, the left hip, outer rotation and flexion. Pause here. Compare the sensations on your left versus your right versus your first side. Is it the same? Is it more open or less open? Just accept it and gently release. Now place your feet closer to your thighs, hips distance, arms along sides, press your hands down. And on the inhale, lift your hips high, bridge pose. As you exhale, keep hips floating, extend your arms overhead. Head and neck don't move. Inhale, bring your arms back down. Exhale, roll your spine down toward the ground. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, extend arms overhead. Inhale, bring your arms back down. Exhale, lower your spine down, hips toward the ground. Inhale, hips high. Make sure your knees are above your ankles. Exhale, extend arms overhead. Inhale, bring your arms back down, palms down. Exhale, roll your spine toward the floor. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, arms extended overhead. Inhale, arms back down. Exhale, roll your spine toward the floor. Inhale, lift your hips high. Exhale, arms extending over your head. Inhale, arms brought back down. Exhale, lower your hips slowly. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, extend arms overhead. Inhale, arms down. And stay here in the bridge pose. Head and neck relaxed, shoulders on the floor. Knees are right above your ankles. Palms flat on the ground. Breathe. And slowly exhale your back down to the ground. Extend your arms shoulder height like a letter T and draw your knees to chest. Bring your knees as close to your chest as you can. As you exhale, lower your knees to the right. Make sure your shoulders don't shift. Shoulders are still on the floor. Maybe you're gazing at the ceiling, or maybe you turn your face away from your knees to the left. If that feels good, if you feel like you can stay here all day, draw your knees closer to the right elbow. Breathe into the supine twist. relaxing your entire body, grounding through your shoulders, visualizing the twist originating from your back, from your spine. The section where your middle back meets your lower back, that's the origin of our twist. So keep your shoulders grounded. Your knees eventually will come toward the floor. If not today, then definitely one day. Breathe. And on the inhale, bring your hips to center. Once again, draw knees to chest and exhale, lower them to the left. Keep both shoulders grounded. Now breathing into the twist on this other side. Compare it to your first side. Is it more mobile? Is it more open? Breathe into that twist. If it feels good in this position, you can extend the pose, increase the pose by drawing your knees closer to your left elbow. Shoulders grounded. Inhale, bring your hips back to center. And this time extend both legs down. Extend your arms alongside your body. We're coming to the final pose, the pose of relaxation. Make sure you have some space between your legs. Make sure you have some space between your arms and the sides of your body. Tuck your chin just slightly to lengthen the back of your neck. Close your eyes, and for the next few moments, allow yourself to completely surrender. Starting with your physical body, intentionally relaxing every part of your body, every single muscle into the ground. Feeling your body become heavy, soft, powerless, still. And feel how nice it feels to completely surrender, to completely let go, to be powerless, to be motionless, to be surrendered. It takes a lot of courage and strength to surrender. With the next inhale, plant your feet and slowly roll to the left side of your body. And stay here for just a couple of moments. Feel how it feels to be on your left side. And when you're ready, press your top hand into the floor and gently come back to a seated position. Seated position of your choice, on your knees or cross-legged. Straighten your spine, relax your shoulders, open your heart. Reconnect with your breath once again. Place your right hand on your heart, left hand on your stomach. Thank you for practicing with me today. I wish you a wonderful time, and I hope to see you soon.